Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for this video. I'm really excited. This is a question for my You Ask segment, so that is kind of a new thing I've been doing where actually I've just done one video that way so far, but I have been compiling some good questions, just haven't gotten around to actually shooting the video on it. But that's where, you know, if I get a really, really great question from a viewer, I'm going to share that question with you and then go through some possible solutions or answers or excuse me, whatever. But I also wanted to let you know that I did this style today, this kind of side pulled around ponytail with the height here with the bump it. I have a bump it in there today, so really liking this look, and I didn't have the time when I did this to actually shoot a tutorial on this look today, but I will be doing this in a future tutorial, as well as half up, half down, and you name it, a number of other styles I've been experimenting with, so it's just a matter of time on that. But I'm going to go ahead and get my laptop over here and actually read you this question. This viewer asked, she said, I know that you have many different types of foundations, and I was wondering when you use each of the different types, like when do you choose mineral makeup rather than liquid foundation, or when do you use liquid other than powder foundation? Is it because some days you want more coverage because of blemishes, some days are more oily or more dry? Which ones do you use for which occasions? Doing a video explaining which foundation you use on which days and why would be really helpful. Thanks. So thank you to Wife and Mommy 83. She messaged me that great question. And how many times have you wondered that? I've wondered that myself. Even like, okay, why am I choosing to do my makeup on this way on this day? But I kind of sorted it out here in my mind and kind of thought about this. I've been thinking about this for some time. And so I thought I would share with you what some of those occasions are that you might wear liquid or wear powder, and you might, after watching this video, you might come away with some ideas on what sort of foundation you want to have more of in your collection, or, you know, what kind of foundation you want to go out and get. So first, let's go through liquid. What are some occasions when you want to wear liquid? From what I've found, when I want more coverage, I'm going to wear liquid foundation. So on those days, like for example, when I'm going into work and I know I'm going to be on TV doing the news that day, I want good coverage on that day. You know, I want to not worry about anything showing through. For example, I have on my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation today. It's long wearing. That can also be, I'm going to add that on here. Coverage / long wearing. I find that my liquids, generally speaking, last longer than powders or minerals. So I've split this up into two categories, liquids and powder and minerals. So if you want coverage, if you want long wearing, if you want a dewy look. Now, I do not want really a dewy look with my foundation. It's totally optional, but it is something that you can achieve more effectively with a liquid foundation than with powder foundations. You know, you can take that foundation and maybe blend in some sort of like shimmer powder or a bronzer gel or something like that, sponge it on, and you've got a more luminous look that is sometimes harder to achieve with powders. I realize in powders nowadays, you know, there's lots of powders that do have shimmers in them and different ways that you can get that effect, but generally speaking, that truly dewy glow that you think of kind of getting in the summertime, you know, like just a glow that is coming from a real health of the skin sort of look, that dewy look generally comes from a liquid. If you have dry skin or patchy dry spots, then a liquid might be for you. Sometimes that's not like a chronic problem, but it's like with the weather, you may have some dry areas, and you find that the powder foundations or the minerals may just not really agree with that, or it may highlight it in some way. So just keep that in mind, that liquids can sometimes replenish a little bit of moisture, although you can get them oil-free, so they're not adding, you know, bad things to your skin, but it can, just the moisture itself can't help you out there. Also, maybe if it's a special occasion, you can get some very full coverage. I'm sorry, I'm like shaking it around for you here. If it's a special occasion, you may want full coverage there, and you can get really full coverage out of certain foundations. Like I would put under the liquid category, I would put stick foundation under that category. Sticks, creams, creams that maybe come in a little jar or something like that. Those can be very, very full coverage. And the reason why I call them liquid is because they're definitely not powders. So, it's that cream-based product. And, if you have that really important event and you want that very, very good coverage, that's where you might reach for a liquid. Now talking about the powder and mineral makeups, which there is a difference. I mean, obviously mineral makeup is enriched with or are supposed to be. I realize not all mineral makeups are created equal, but many mineral makeups are known to be very good for sensitive skin. They contain natural ingredients and that sort of thing. But a time when I reach for the minerals is when I want to give my skin a break, like on the weekends, for example. If I have been wearing a lot of liquid foundation, and it can sometimes feel a little bit heavier on your skin, I try to do a thin application whenever I use liquid, so I'm not like feeling like I'm noticing makeup on my skin a lot. But if you do want to just feel like you've got a lot more lighter coverage on your face, if you want to give your skin that break, I will reach for a mineral foundation at that point, sometimes on the weekends and that sort of thing. If your skin is oily, if you're having an oily day, or you're going to be out sweating, that may be a powder foundation time that you say, okay, I really don't want to add any more liquid to my face. I want this to be as light as possible, and maybe I'm just having a great skin day, or I just do not feel like I need that much coverage. Then you're going to maybe reach for those powders and those minerals, because you don't want to add any more moisture to your skin. A matte finish, that's something you can definitely achieve with a powder foundation. You can achieve that with many liquids these days, for example, like the Rimmel Stay Matte. You can get a matte finish with that, but powders and minerals are sometimes known to give you that more matte finish, a powdery sort of softer look, soft focus look to your face. That can easily be achieved with some powder foundations I've tried. And less time. If you just have less time to do your makeup, I can very, very quickly throw on mineral makeup, and it doesn't take me much time at all. If you look through some of my applications that I've done in mineral makeup, I think I did like a 10-minute makeup video. What foundation did I reach for when I was doing 10-minute makeup, when I was on a time constraint there? I chose my Everyday Minerals. It's just a really quick way to do your makeup. You can literally just swipe through your whole face and get some decent coverage. I mean, I'm not saying just when I put coverage under liquid, I'm not saying the only way you get coverage is with liquid. Yes, I know there's like some really great coverage minerals out there, but I'm just saying in general, some general rules to think of. These are some things that maybe you should keep in mind. So I hope this answered some questions. I hope I didn't further confuse anyone, but I just really wanted you to know. I think that's a great question. When do you wear this or that? These are from my personal experiences. Those are some of the reasons why I'll pick one foundation over the other. But we all have our own reasons, so just keep that in mind. And there's no hard and fast right or wrong with this. It's just what works best for you and your skin type. Skin type comes into this a lot. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Keep those great questions coming. Questions that I pick for the You Ask segment are ones that I feel like maybe one person asks, but everybody may wonder about at some point in time or another. So thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.